Right, hi guys, it's Bob from Greybeard Models. Welcome back to the channel. And first and foremost, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all the guys and other other people, to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. It's doing really well at the moment, so really, I really do appreciate that. So thank you very much. This is the final stretch on the landing craft. It's been a this final bit has been really weird, um, because I've used resin stuff to do the water effects, and I think the best thing to do is I'll get to the workbench and I've sort of filmed it on the way, and we'll have a look at it. It's been a leap into the unknown for me because I've never used it as such, but yeah. And towards the end, as you'll see, we've got the whole project finished. So if you can put up in my waffle and going through all the stuff, when you get to the end, you'll see a picture of the landing craft and stuff, and it's all in sort of place. But anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for joining us, and let's get over to the bench. Right, so I'm going to make the sort of water effect in the diorama. And to do it, I'm going to use this stuff. This is AK's resin water, as you can see, and it's a two-part epoxy resin. This is the 180 milliliter pack, and it contains two bottles. Bottle one, which is resin, and bottle two, which is hardener, and it comes with two syringes, one for each doodad there. I've never used this product before, and to be perfectly honest with you, I've not done an awful lot of resin moulding, so this is a bit of a leap of faith. I don't know if this pack, I mean it says here 180 millilitres, which is essentially those two. I don't know that. I don't think that's enough to cover the base of the diorama, and with that in mind, I bought this pack. This is the larger pack and this is 375 millilitres. So, and it contains similar things but larger bottles. So what I've got a couple of little measuring jug things here, and so what I'll do, rather than mess around with the syringes, I thought what I could do is pour the resin into one of the jars. Sorry, I went out of shot there, didn't I? So these got measurements on them. So I thought if I pour, like, I don't know, 40 milliliters of resin into here, or maybe even 30, whatever, I can then measure half of the hardener by putting in the next measurement. So if I put in 40 of resin, I can put in up to 60 with the hardener, and then I can give it a good stir. I've got some really good stirring sticks here, and we'll see what happens with the actual material, and see what happens. I looked at Night Shift. He did a model of First World War tank in a ditch with resin water effects around it, so it was in a massive puddle. His video was really helpful, and I'll put a link to it in the video below, in the description below, because I found it very useful. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to make a start on this, you can follow me if you want, but I'm not an expert, so I'm taking a leap of faith here as well. So I'll get this all sorted out, and I'll get the diorama up onto the desk, and we'll go from there. Just bear with me while I move everything around. Well, that's a shame. uh, I did a nice video shoot of mixing up, stirring up the resin and adding some pastels to take the colour into sort of a sort of browny colour. And then I did another bit where I was pouring it into the base, but for some reason I'd hit the button that had muted the video, which is nuts, isn't it? But anyway, so I've poured the first mix, which was 60 millilitres of resin into that area there, and it seems to have settled quite nicely. I'm a bit loath to move it too much. I don't want to sort of start some sort of weird reaction or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. So I've poured it in there. The next thing I'm going to do is mix another lot, and I think for this one I'll give it a sort of clear mix. I won't add any sort of colouring agent of any description. I think that's fine, and then we'll get a level up to probably about here, but I'll make a bigger mix. So instead of 60 millilitres, I'll go up to probably about 80 millilitres, I think, and we'll see how that goes. Right, so now I'll make the second mix. So I'm going to pour some more along this side. Sorry, I've got a truck going past outside. I've got the window open so I can, you know, because it says using a well ventilated space. So I'm just going to spilt a little bit there. I'll go on and do this. I've got to turn it round and I'll come back to you. Well, I left the resin to set overnight, and that's all now solid along here, and obviously around the other side. So now what I'm going to do is make another mix up and raise the sea level, if you like, up a lot higher. I've got the other box of resin, so I'll set to work on mixing that. I'm just going to do a clear mix over the top and then try and bring the actual water level up, and then we start looking at some more effects like getting waves and things like that into the water, into the surface, if you like. So I'll go off and do that, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so here's the crew. Hopefully try and keep them in focus. Quite pleased with them actually. He's come out really well, and they've been weathered and dirtied. I didn't want sort of clean faces and clean clothing and all the rest of it if they've been through a channel crossing in an open boat, basically. You know, they're going to look a bit grubby and whatnot. So that's the crew. I'll get these put in place and see what they look like. So I've got the resin levels in there now, and got that to the sort of the correct sort of height that I want, and I've also got the figures in place, and there they are. and I'm quite pleased with those. In fact, I'm quite pleased with the overall finish. However, what I've got to do now is add sort of wave effects along here, and around the back end, whatever they call that, the stern of the ship, boat, whatever. I want to create sort of what looks like waves and stuff as they're trying to. I've got them in a position where they're actually trying to get the landing craft back off the beach to go back and get more troops. But overall, I'm quite pleased with that at the moment. So I'll get on and do the other effects, and I'll come back to you. And so, well, there it is, the finished article. Yeah, I'm still not sure about the waves, but you know, hey, they sort of look okay. But then it's just more practice with that, with those sorts of resins and things. Let's have a little zoom in on the Karoo. They're all there. Trying to do a little bit of the impression of the foam as the motors are starting up. And there it is. I'm actually quite pleased with it. The landing craft itself came out really nice, and the crew came out well. But yeah, more practice on the wave effects, I think. But apart from that, all good. Hope you like it, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.